Hey guys, this is John Lee Hilliard from JT's Vending. We're knocking out our last uh, five grocery shopping tips that have just helped me and my family save so much money at the grocery store. Because as you can imagine, those grocery store prices obviously are getting outrageous. They're still increasing, and me and vegetables. So my mushrooms, I saute a lot of mushrooms and onions, and they're in salads, and they're in everything we eat almost. I would put mushrooms in ice cream if it was delicious, but I wouldn't do it because it's not that delicious. But anyway, my mushrooms are about $2 now, and I don't like it because those mushrooms, they're delicious, but they are increasing. I'm gonna still buy them because I like them, but I don't like the fact they're going up. But it just shows you like how the prices are increasing, and how this is a this is this should be proof that if you're not saving or setting a budget, you should be saving and setting a budget so you can track. So one of the quick tips. So if you guys can, when you this is April 2nd. So start doing write down your expenses. Go on your app or whatever you use, or get a piece of paper and get a piece of paper. Write down everything you spend your money on. Just try it. Write it down, and at the end of this month of April, look at it and see where all your money is going. Because a lot of times people get in the habit of spending, um, swiping a debit card or credit card or something, you don't feel it. But when you see that cash leaving, you go, man, $30 went here, $80 went here, $90 went here after all those grocery store visits, then you'll see it adds up. And you have some people out there that really believe that if you go to the store, the more you go to the store, the more you save. Yeah, a woman said that to me like 2 weeks ago. She was like, "I go to the store, you know, several times a day or several times a week when I need something. But me, that wouldn't work for me because I'll be every time I go, I'll get an additional snack or additional this, and now I'm blowing out my budget because we've done it before." So anyway, I don't want to get on into ranting, but this should show you that prices are increasing, guys, and there's no way they're going back down right now for the next several years. So set your budget, watch where your money is going, and adjust. So if you say I don't have enough money left at the end of the month, I would suggest you look at your spending habits. And I know everybody wants to feel special and go, well, inflation and this and this. Man, that's irrelevant. That'll happen regardless. But what's more important is you are willing to point the finger at cost of living going up, and all these prices and that's irrelevant. You're not doing anything but struggling. So it's either you complain or you do something about it. If you complain, I don't want to ride with you. If you all you want to be is negative about it, I don't want to ride with you. Now, if you want to do something about it, I got you. But me bumping my gums with negative people, yeah, it's not worth my time. So don't blame it on anything else. Inflation is inflation. Prices going up, prices going. I remember when I could get stuff, get chips and cake. You can take $1 to the store and get 4 items. Now that's irrelevant. You won't be getting that. But my point is, instead of complaining, do something. So um, when you have your budget set up, make sure you look at how much you're spending on groceries, how much you're spending on this, and don't stick your head in the sand, because it's easy for people to put their head in the sand and go, "If I ignore it, it'll go away." No, it won't. The price is still gonna go up, and you and your family will be the ones struggling because you don't want to be realistic and use this and go, "Wait a minute, a wise man plans ahead." And planned ahead for your expenses or grocery shopping. So let's jump right into it before I keep on ranting, guys. So number 26. Number 26 is is ask for a deal. Any grocery store you go to, you can always ask, but more than likely they already have coupons, or Aldi's has very low shopping prices for pretty decent items. Stop and Shop is kind of expensive. That's up north. BJ's, they're kind of like Sam's Club, like, and Costco. That's what BJ's is up north. Fry's is kind of like Kroger. It is, I know, kind of. It is Kroger's. It's a subsidiary of Kroger's. Their prices are pretty moderate, depending on what you're getting. But as long as you watch a budget at Fry's and Kroger's and Stop and Shop and use their app, you can get pretty good deals. But you can still always ask. Everything is negotiable, and a lot of stores, especially Walmart, they do a price match. So if you into clipping coupons and taking receipts from this store to this store for the same product and the same size, they'll honor it at Walmart. I know. I've seen them do it. I've been in line and they've honored someone else in front of me. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. So number 26 is ask for a deal. Um, Number 27, preserve and store away. Again, guys, ingredients, stuff you get at farmers market in the wintertime. You can buy, a couple boxes of pasta. You can buy a bunch of stuff that you can store away and you can put up. So when it's time to make, chili or soup or something, you got your ingredients instead of, having to run to the store when you want it to get it. And that's kind of something we do. Like we stock up on a lot of stuff. We stock up on our spices, definitely spices and seasonings and stuff like that. We stock up on it because we use a lot of it. We don't even know what the salt is. I probably dropped it, or my daughter probably threw it in the trash can. But we don't have salt, but Italian herb. We use a different herbs with our food, so we make meals like if you go back and watch the previous video um, that we posted on a short, I think it was of the meal preps, but that breakfast thing that was on the stove top, that was eggs and sausage and everything on a bed of crescent rolls, and that's stored away. We're eating that breakfast, lunch, and dinner is already made for the rest of this week. So preserve a lot of the stuff that you can, and then store away a lot of those things that don't go bad, no expiration date. A lot of this stuff can save you a lot of money if you store it away and you make a grocery list and shop from that. And one of my church members, she shops a month at a time, and I didn't know that. And I ran into her in the store, and she was trying to explain it to me. You guys know I'm simple; like I need visual aid. So um, I'll present some of that stuff in the in the upcoming videos. But that information that she gave me, that was pretty cool. So if you guys can shop in a month at a time, and they make grocery lists and they shop from this once a month, and then they buy everything they need, and then they cook. They have a list of items like we have. Like, this is what we're going to eat. We can cook from this. We have everything we need, and we go from there. So number 27 was preserve and store away. Number 28, shop the outside aisles of the store. So the inside aisles of the grocery store are mostly made up of processed foods that can truly derail your budget. I mean, exponentially derail it, because they know you're gonna bust that turn at that end cap, especially if you got your kids with you or your wife. You're gonna bust that left or right at the end cap and gonna be like, ooh, ooh, yeah. Especially Walmart, they think they slick. So down here in the South, Walmart sticks their bakery, cookies, pies, cakes, because the obesity rate of people in the South is extremely high. You just look around. So they stick all their cakes and pies and stuff at the very entrance of the door. And they got the chicken and they got the fresh food being cooked and the ranch flavored wings. They know they slick. But that stuff like that can derail your budget if you go into the store hungry. That was on our first video. That was probably one of the tips. Like, don't go to the store hungry. But um, It'll blow out your budget, and it can blow out your jeans. It can get you to gain some weight if you come around those end caps grabbing stuff. Um, I mean, come on the inside of the aisle grabbing stuff. The outside of the caps are normally pretty decent stuff, but the inside you just got to be careful. The outside, just a correction. The outside is where a lot of the a lot of that stuff be like one-time stuff, or it's on sale, or it's about to, or they're about to discontinue and they're trying to get rid of it. So you can always grab some of that stuff. 28 is shop the outside aisles of the store. And then 29 is skip the packaging. So um, I worked at Fry's. I worked as a butcher there in Arizona. Yeah, Arizona. And it's on the West Coast. And they charge a lot extra for prepackaged bags of lettuce with a dressing packet and fixings, even at Sam's Club. So when I wanted to make a Caesar salad, went to Sam's Club, the packet of Caesar salad with the lettuce and a pack of dressing and the filling and all that, with a half a thing of romaine lettuce cut up in it, was $5. I was like, you tripping. Sam, y'all tripping. So I skipped the prepackaged. I went and got $1.50 pack of grabbed $1.50 pack of romaine lettuce, had to grab some Italian cheese. We already had croutons here at the house, and that was it. And well, I need some dressing, like $1.59. But spent under $4 and got everything I need to put a Caesar salad together instead of paying 5 plus tax for a package. So a lot of times, skip those pre-packaged, anything that they have to package in the store, they charge you for that. So just so you know, they charge you for that stuff. If they have to do the work to package it, they're charging you for it, I guarantee. So, go for the unpackaged fruit, vegetables whenever you can. They are always cheaper. If you have to pick it up and put it in the bag and weigh it yourself, it's cheaper. I'm sorry, they'll charge you. So even when it comes down to things like my daughter's daycare snacks, at Walmart they have these bags of animal crackers. So hold on, let me see if I can. They have a bag. Here we go. So, for an example, this bag is $4. This bag is $4. It's 32. It's a 32-ounce bag of animal crackers. To me, they're flavorless, but my daughter like them. So, this is 24 ounces. A 24-ounce jar. This is $6 and $6.97. This is $4.18. You're paying. It's the same company, same brand, same everything. But if you can see, you're paying for the hard container versus the crappy bag. So that $2 and almost $3 difference is you're getting less in here. This 24 ounces. This is 32 ounces. You're getting less in here, but you're paying more. But you're paying for this. So you already got, guys, you already know what I did. We got this already. We bought this one time. So I take this, about a 418 bag, and dump it inside of there and have extra left over. Yeah, that's how I do it. My daughter won't know the difference. She's only 2, so she don't really care about budgeting stuff right now, but I do. So those one of the things, those prepackaged stuff like that, like Look at the containers. Like, I'm not finna pay $6, almost $7 for a container that I'm getting less of the product from. So, but that's not really an example of prepackaged like fruit and vegetables. But you know what I'm talking about, like apples that you have to bag yourself. It'll come out a lot cheaper, I guarantee, especially at Walmart if you have to bag it yourself. And and now we're on to number 30. Number 30 is leave the leave the overspenders at home. A word to the wise: if you find your kids are the culprits of getting a lot of extra stuff put in the basket, which is not me, but it might be you. It might be you. It might be you. It may be you. It may be you. If you find your kids, grabbing stuff not on the list, but my daughter tends to want to, and my son not so much because he'll have to pay for his own stuff. um, but I tend to make sure when I go to the grocery store, I'm focused. I tell my wife, put it on the list and I'll get it. If it's not on the list, I'm not picking it up because I know myself and I know I'll start a habit of, ooh, that look good. Ooh, that look good. Ooh, that look good. And then I'll be and picked up a bunch of crap. My budget is blown out. And I look back at the numbers and we didn't spend $600 in 2 weeks at the grocery store because we had been 14 times. And I'm like, we already outside of the budget, like not outside the budget, but close. And we got 2 more weeks to go. So it's easy to do it, but leave the overspenders at home if possible. And it's okay to tell your kids no. I tell my children no all the time, all the time. I miss the no. Uh, uh, no. So I'll tell them no, and it don't kill them. It won't hurt them. Um, but it'll definitely hurt my budget if I go broke and then I blame it on my kid. Well, they always put stuff in the basket. Well, you the adult. Tell them no. So get them the things that they like that's within your budget, like those bag of chips, those bag of cookies, for example. My daughter likes them, and I don't like paying that high price of almost $7. So I pay four something for the bag. I already got the jar. I just dump it in, and she don't know the difference. She don't care. But things like that, if it's within your budget, then stick to it. If it's not, please have the heart to tell your kids it's not in a budget. So that was pretty much it, guys. Sorry I got distracted. I'm finna check on my wife and see if she needs anything because, like I said, she's still not feeling good. But grocery shopping on a budget doesn't have to be hard. It's not a burden. It's not one of those things that you'll never master because anything you do repeatedly over time, it is literally called a habit. So if you have spent most of your life looking fake rich, you'll end up real broke and you'll continue this cycle and you'll never get out of this cycle until you decide to do something different. Because if you always do what you have always done, then you will always be where you have always been. Guaranteed. So, guys, stay prayerful, be blessed. Make sure you write your things down, write the things down you need in your budget. Please invest more into your future because budgeting is a lifelong skill. And you have to prepare yourself for your future because you're going to spend the rest of your life there. And if you think tomorrow's not going to come or that YOLO mindset, then guys, I'm sorry that you think that way, but that is a very small vision. And a lot of times, people with small visions have small pockets because they don't want to use this. They have a small vision. Their vision, if you have a small vision, why read a book? Why read a financial book? Or why read a book a month? Why learn a skill so you can make more money? If you have a big vision, a growth mindset, because growth hurts. If you have a growth mindset, then you'll do what I do. I read a book, at least 2 books a month for me. My wife does more, but me, sometimes like 2 books a month. Financial books, financial book for dummies, Dave Ramsey stuff, books just that's to help me understand how I can be better. And there's one called that I read last month called "No Excuses." Oh, I forgot who it was by. Anyway, I'll put that in the next video, guys. But I know the title of it is a big red X over the blue letters like excuses, no excuses. But whoever wrote it, it was pretty freaking good. I'm probably gonna read it again. So, guys, thank you so much. Focus on your finances, earn as much as you can, save as much as you can, and continue to put God first. Au revoir, à bientôt, à la prochaine.